Have you ever had that dream where you wake up, but you can't move? You're totally conscious, you can see your room, but your body is just stuck. It feels like something straight out of a horror movie, but it's actually a real thing, rooted deep in neuroscience. Today, we're diving into the chilling mystery of sleep paralysis. So I want you to really put yourself in that moment. Imagine it. Your eyes fly open, you're awake, but your body feels like it's pinned down by this invisible weight. There's this massive pressure on your chest, making it hard to breathe. You try to yell for help, to scream, but nothing comes out. You are completely and terrifyingly trapped inside your own body. You know that chilling sensation is the core of an experience known in Vietnam as bong dare, which literally means held down by a ghost. And here's the wild part. It's something most of us will actually experience at least once in our lives. So what is really going on when you feel that terrifying presence? Let's break down the anatomy of this whole experience. What's really fascinating is how similar the stories are, no matter who you ask. The core feelings are almost always the same. That crushing pressure, not being able to move a muscle, and just this wave of pure panic. But for a lot of people, it gets even more intense. They report seeing things, like a dark figure standing in the corner of the room, or even feeling something sitting right on top of them. So you might be wondering, who does this happen to? Well, it seems like there are a few common triggers that can kind of set the stage for it. Being under a lot of stress, or just being completely wiped out, physically exhausted, those are big ones. And interestingly enough, even simple things like sleeping in a new place or just lying on your back seem to increase the odds. Now, for centuries, people didn't have science to explain any of this, so cultures all over the world came up with their own stories. In Vietnamese, this is the Zai Thich Tham Lin, or the spiritual explanation, and pretty much all of these stories had nothing to do with biology. They were about something else, something supernatural. This is basically the global ghost story of sleep paralysis. The folk explanation is beautiful in its simplicity and absolutely terrifying. The idea is that you weren't alone. Some kind of invisible force, a ghost, a demon, you name it, found you when you were most vulnerable and decided to hold you down. And this is what blows my mind. This conclusion is pretty much universal. This chart isn't about who experiences it, but about who completely independently came up with the exact same supernatural explanation. From Asia to the Americas, across different cultures and time periods, people felt this and thought the very same thing. It has to be a ghost. But to find the scientific answer, we have to stop looking in the shadows of the bedroom and start looking inside our own heads. The secret is in what's known in Vietnamese as the bí mật của giấc ngủ, the secret of sleep itself. The key to this whole mystery is hidden in our brain's nightly cycle, which happens in 4 distinct stages. So, every single night, your brain goes on this little journey. You start by just drifting off. Then you hit a light sleep. After that, you're in deep sleep. You're really out of it. But it's that final stage, stage 4, or REM sleep. That's where things get really interesting. And it's the absolute key to solving this mystery. REM sleep is such a cool paradox. Your brain is going a mile a minute, cooking up these incredibly vivid, wild dreams. Now, to keep you safe, to stop you from, trying to fly or fight a dragon in real life, your brain has a built-in safety feature. It completely paralyzes your body. So your mind is running wild, but your body is on total lockdown. Okay, so if this paralysis is a totally normal, healthy part of sleep, where does it all go so wrong? Well, this brings us to what science has to say, or khoa học nói gì in Vietnamese. And the answer, it seems, is a temporary but, terrifying glitch in the system. And here is the absolute key to the whole thing. Sleep paralysis is basically just a timing error. Your brain suddenly wakes up while you're still in that REM stage. So your mind is alert, it's conscious, but that little safety switch that keeps your body paralyzed, it hasn't been turned off yet. Your brain is awake, but your body is definitely still asleep. And once you understand that little glitch, all of those terrifying symptoms suddenly make perfect logical sense. The paralysis, that's just the REM safety switch being a little slow to turn off. That crushing weight on your chest, that's just your now awake brain misinterpreting the naturally shallow breathing you have during deep sleep. And seeing a ghost, well, that's your dreaming mind, which is still running, basically projecting hallucinations onto your bedroom walls. So this leaves us with 2 really powerful and really different stories to explain the exact same event. Is it spiritual or is it scientific? Tâm linh hay khoa học? One story says it's a supernatural attack from the outside. The other says it's a biological glitch on the inside. Let's put them side by side.
But this brings up a really good question, and it's where these two worlds kind of collide. If it's just a brain glitch, a biological error, then why would a folk remedy, like say putting a knife by your bed, why would that actually seem to work for some people?
Well, the scientific answer is pretty cool, actually. It's likely a powerful placebo. We already know that stress and anxiety are huge triggers for sleep paralysis. So if you do a ritual that makes you believe you're safe and protected, you can actually lower your own anxiety. You calm your mind, which in turn makes that biological glitch way less likely to happen in the first place. So really, it all comes down to how you choose to see it. Is it an external force, something from the outside acting on you? Or is it an internal, temporary system error, an attack from the outside, or just a little glitch from within?
At the end of the day, the terror you feel during sleep paralysis is absolutely real. Nobody can take that away. The explanation, though, that's up to you. Whether you choose to see it as a spiritual encounter or just a fascinating hiccup in your brain's wiring, understanding both sides of the story can really help demystify it and maybe even take away some of its power. So when you wake up in the dark, unable to move, what story will you choose to believe?